welcome today. And tell me how your feet have been. They look really dry at the moment. And
yes, you see, the problem has been that I'm on my feet most of the time, and I think the other problem is that I would keep wearing closed shoes for a long time. Yeah, and as a result, I've been feeling like this for quite some time now.
Quite some time now, because I noticed you have some corns here at the base of the foot. Are they painful?
Yeah, they're quite painful, yes, and very inconveniencing, I would say.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
Well, like I said, my work involves a lot of standing and, yes.
Slightly cold, just going to use the antibacterial first, okay?
Yes, sure.
So today I'm going to be tackling the hard skin as well as the corns, okay? If at any point it's uncomfortable, you just let me know and I can change that for you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And let's start making these nice and happy again.
Yeah, because you see, last year, I would say every year I go to Zambia for holidays. And most of the times I keep wearing shoes there, closed shoes as well.
Yep.
And I think that has also contributed to this problem, but it's just the inconvenience part of it, which is...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what do you use on your feet to sort of help it? Or what have you done in the past?
The last time, my wife used some vinegar and what else did she use? Well, vinegar soaked my feet and something else she used. It did help, yes,
Good.
but then that was then. Yeah, that was about last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can assume it's quite hard to fit stuff into your day-to-day routine.
Yes.
And do you change your socks frequently?
Yes, I never wear the same pair of socks for 2 consecutive days. I change them every day.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Do your feet get sweaty?
Yes, yes, especially now that we're getting into summer. Yes, and when you wear closed shoes, and I do feel the heat and the sweat as well.
Now you've mentioned these closed shoes, so what type of, what style are they, what material are they?
Well, normally I wear leather shoes. Yes, I hardly wear trainers. I only wear trainers during the weekend. And or when I'm not working, but officially I wear leather shoes.
Yeah.
Yes, with laces, and I also like the style with the tassels.
Okay.
Yes.
So you like your fashion, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, like they say, life is for living, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
why not?
You need to spoil yourself sometimes.
And the leather that you have in the shoes, are they hard leather, soft leather?
Yes. Well, I've got both. I've got the
great.
soft one and the hard one. Yes, it depends on the make.
Of course.
Like churches, I've got some churches shoes and the leather is good. Yeah, good quality stuff.
Okay. The reason why I say that, and do you change your shoes as well throughout the week, or do you wear them every day?
I change during I
You change your shoes as well?
Yes,
okay, amazing. Because that's really important, because a lot of people kind of forget that leather, although it's very good for the feet, if you can imagine, it had lots of interesting things that kind of help, but at the same time it does absorb the sweat and in the feet, and so if you're wearing the same shoe day in and day out, you're not giving a chance for it to dry out. And so sometimes just changing the socks won't be adequate enough. You need to let them dry out. So it's always good also for the arch profile of your foot and for the rest of your body to wear different shoes throughout the week, just to keep your foot kind of nice and mobile and happy, which is kind of good. How's that feeling so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's, you're wonderful.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
Wonderful. Yes, wonderful. But then, somebody suggested that I get some bamboo socks, but I don't know if you know anything about bamboo socks.
I love bamboo socks. Bamboo socks are fantastic. They have multiple different properties that make them kind of great. One is antimicrobial. So you can imagine in your shoes and socks and your sweat, you have bacteria, right?
Yeah.
And when you have bacteria, they can multiply in the heat and so forth. And when they're antimicrobial, it just helps prevent that sort of multiplication that's happening in the sock, in the shoe, and the bacteria and how much is in there, which can also help, which is great. It's so we call it moisture wicking as well, so it absorbs the sweat too.
Oh, yeah.
And at the same time, as if those properties weren't great enough already, they allow air to go in and out, which is quite nice as well. And I prefer them because the texture also feels very nice.
Yeah.
So it's like it's got so many great benefits to it. And were you finding it hard to find, or?
Yeah, well, I think to get them, there's a shop in where I live. I went through the shopping mall and they were selling some bamboo pillows, and I asked them if they actually do bamboo socks, and they said yes, they could get me some.
Fantastic.
But then I have to make a follow-up. I mean, I haven't...
See it again. Have you tried online? I know they would have some online.
Yeah, I think online would be the best bet, I think. I think that would be the best.
That would be really good, because I know some of my clients have actually got some online.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get different colours too. You know, why not make them a little bit fun, like you say? If you're going to have tassels, you might have the socks to go with it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
So definitely try that one and see how you get on with it. I use them.
Mm-hmm.
I really like bamboo socks. Where did I find mine at the time? Actually, funny enough, I discovered them for the first time in TK Maxx.
In TK Maxx?
Yeah, that's when I discovered it. And for other people who are watching, I guess TK Maxx is the equivalent of TJ Maxx, I think, in the States.
Oh, okay.
They have it slightly differently, so it's quite interesting. Yeah, but I discovered it there. Got a pack of 3 for approximately £5, so they weren't that expensive. And I love them. I love the way they feel. I've been using them for a good couple of months now. Obviously with summer wearing sandals, not so much, but when we've had our colder periods in the UK, because you know what our weather's like, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And how are you planning to spend the rest of your day today?
I might, after this, I think I might go through the library. You know, I like reading, and
okay.
Yeah, just go to the library later on in the day, and just chill out.
What do you like reading?
I read all sorts of things.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not very particular, but I read all sorts of things. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just good to broaden up your horizon, and you know the way you look at things and understand things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you read?
The last thing I was reading was the. Yes, I was reading something about the 5G.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you could just
You
turn
know,
that up.
about the 5G and how the Chinese are getting on with the 5G.
Oh yeah, because there's a huge debate right now, isn't it, happening with Huawei, I believe.
Yes. And I think that the Chinese are, you know, they're ahead of the game, I think.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, I think there's no stopping them. Yeah.
I don't know if Trump has anything to do with it.
Yeah, but well, you see, that's why I think the Americans are scared because the Chinese have got that technology now. Yes, and I think they've got a upper hand. And you know, whoever controls the 5G controls everything, and that's where they
Oh, that's scary, isn't it?
It's very scary, yes. But I think the Chinese are ahead of that, I think.
So maybe you can explain to me, because I don't think I know the specifics about it, but what is the difference between 4G and 5G?
Well, I think the main thing is the speed.
Okay.
Yes. You see, the 4th generation and the 5G, the speed, it's just unbelievable.
Really?
You see, the amount of things that you can do with 5G. Yeah.
My gosh. So, do you remember when the new Huawei phone came out, the Mate Pro?
Yes.
And how it was just selling off the shelves. It was so hard to get a hold of. Yes. And I have to admit, I was one of those people waiting to get that phone. And I was really excited when I did get it. The hassle I had to go through to try to get one was unreal.
You see, but I still use the Samsung.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, It's alright. I like the Samsung because of the camera. You know, it's got a good camera and.
Of course.
Yes, it's got a very good camera.
I think that's what sells it for me. Like, I love a phone with a good camera because when I travel, I hate to carry a big camera.
The camera, yeah.
Yeah, I just love using my phone to just snap.
Yeah. But you see, that's the thing because. My wife likes that as well. She likes taking selfies. But, you know, I was not very comfortable with taking selfies until she showed me some of the pictures that she took. And, yeah, you know, I believe in the old traditional way of the camera. So I've got a camera and when I'm on holiday, I usually carry it with me.
How old are we talking? Like with film or with an SD
No,
card?
with film. It's digital camera,
Okay.
but old version.
Oh,
Yeah, it still takes good shots, yeah.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So did you discover your selfie angle?
Huh?
Your selfie angle? Did your wife show you how it works?
Well, yes. But I'm still not very comfortable with it. No.
Thank God for filters, huh?
Yeah. And I'm not very comfortable with that, but my wife is an expert. Yeah.
I tell you what, there was a time where my friends used to love taking selfies.
Yeah.
And then one day I just discovered nature, and since then I go through my phone and everyone goes, "Don't you have a recent photo of yourself?" And I'm like, "Oh snap! No, I don't."
Yeah.
All my photos of things now rather than like myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, when did this happen? I was like, I feel like I skipped my own generation. How is that feeling? Is that okay?
Well, yeah, very
Now we're
nice.
just starting to get rid of the corns that are on the bottom part of the foot. There we go. That's one there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that one there, but there's one just sitting there on the tip of the blade.
Yeah? Yeah.
Right, now, let's get to the next ones.
Yeah, because, you know, the corners are really inconveniencing, you know. And you see, the thing is, when you use public transport,
Yep.
and it's crowded time, and then somebody steps on your corn,
Oh
my God.
my gosh.
You know, the pain is so excruciating and it's just something else.
I guess like it's that time when you kind of have to, you realize that's your second one there.
Yeah.
It's like when someone steps on your toe, even if you have like an ingrown toenail, for example, right?
Yeah.
And someone steps on your toe, you be surprised how much power you have in your arms to push that person away.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. You see? Because of that excruciating pain, you know, you could do a lot of damage to whoever steps on your shoe.
It would be nice if your feet came with a warning, like, tender, please, do not touch.
Yeah, but you see, rush hour, especially rush hour, you know, when it's rush hour, and you have to get on the underground, and yeah, you have to be very careful with that.
Which lines do you use?
Well, to get to your place, I had to use the Jubilee line.
Yep.
From Stratford, which is straightforward. Because then you come to Bond Street and then you just walk here. But then when going back, I will have to go back to Stratford.
Yep.
I'll use the Jubilee line, then I'll take the overland train, to Ilford.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I just dropped the other one, sorry. I was going to show you that one.
No, that's cool, that's cool.
I'm going to keep the pop like that, that's okay?
Yeah, sure.
Right, now we've got a really big one here, so let me know how that feels. If it's uncomfortable, please tell me. I'll try a different technique for you, okay?
No, I think it's okay.
Perfect. There you go. Yeah, no, honestly, when I go into rush hour, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way you kind of enjoy it, but in a way you don't. In winter it's great because you're cold outside, you get in.
Yeah.
But in
see,
summer...
it's summer, especially the central line, it's boiling. I mean, it's the heat is just something else.
And considering we're at Bond Street, I use that line a lot, so...
The central line, is it?
Yeah, okay, so I'm always on there. Oh, this one was glorious. You should see this corn. This is huge. I'm going to show this one to you. I just hope I don't drop it. Give me a second. Let me tilt it over. Get it onto the flat side if I can. No, I can't. Haha. This corn is here. Oh, I think I'm gonna drop it. Hold on. Let me do this way around. Put it in my hand. Can you see that one there?
Yeah, sure.
That side?
Yeah.
It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, quite big.
Actually, let me pop it onto here so you can see. There you go.
Yeah.
Because I think when you put it in your hand, it looks a lot smaller, but that's quite substantial.
Yeah, it is. And quite painful and inconveniencing.
Well, it's gone now, so you'll be happy.
Yes.
Probably feels a lot better now already, huh?
Yeah, correct.
Got a nice little jar. I would say that was a 4 carat. That's a nice 4 carat. So what I do is I always compare my corns that I see on clients for diamonds.
Do you get corns as well?
And I don't, but like I get people walking in with corns, so I take them out for people.
Okay.
And I compare them to diamond sizes just for people's references, so and it makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
There we go. And these ones are little small babies. That was
it's
another
very,
one
very
there.
inconvenient.
Oh, you're going to really enjoy your feet today, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think I deserve that.
Absolutely, I think everyone deserves that.
I deserve that.
Especially with summer and stuff, you want to be able to enjoy yourself.
Yes.
And how are people's feet back home?
Hmm?
How are feet back home? Like you said Zambia, right?
Yeah, Zambia.
Uh-huh. So how are people's feet there? Do they have a lot of...
Well, my wife does, she's got an issue with corns as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and she tries to get them, to get rid of them using those blades from
Boots or something?
from boots.
Okay.
Yes.
You have to be very careful.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend them for people, to be honest, because sometimes I've had a lot of clients come in thinking that they have corns and they don't, and then they try to do their feet and they have issues that they cause themselves injuries. So you have to be really, really careful. I know we make it look easy, but if you can imagine, we've got years of experience doing something like this. We know exactly what to look for, what's a corn, what's hard skin, etc. So must be really, really careful. Where does she have her corns?
By the toe.
The little toes.
Yes. And then
Okay.
what else? She also bought this.
Perfect.
It's like a liquid. You know that liquid where you drop on.
Like the acid that they use?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it's called, but.
Again, I'm not a big fan of that. And
Yeah.
the reason is because if you can imagine, say for example, your corn is here, right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens is if we put the drops on it, it's not going to be specifically in this one site, right?
Yeah.
So it damages the healthy skin around the
Well,
area.
that was a complaint actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a complaint actually.
Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a machine now. It
Yeah,
may
sure.
tickle ever so slightly.
Yeah.
But what it does, it gets rid of any superficial layers of skin that's too thin for the scalpel to remove.
Yeah.
It might, like I said, tickle, but you should be absolutely fine. If at any point it's uncomfortable, just please let me know, and then I can change it for you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we're going to have some fun. Are we ready?
Yes.
How's that? Comfortable? Good. Tickles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tickly.
It's funny because some people find it really tickly and other people don't.
Yeah, it's tickly.
Well done. You know what they say? They say if you hold your breath a little bit, it helps it.
So why don't you come with me to Zambia so you can open a clinic there?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm a really big fan of
I
Africa.
think you'd make a lot of money because I don't think there's any qualified staff to do that.
Oh, I don't know. Is that the case?
Yeah, it was, last time I was there, I was looking around for a chiropodist and I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find any. Wow. No, I would love to. I would love to be in Africa. It's one of my favorite places on the planet.
Yeah.
I go to Zimbabwe quite a lot.
Oh, right, okay.
And go to South Africa. So maybe in the future,
Yeah.
give it a couple of years.
Yeah.
I would love it. You might see me out there.
Yeah, bro. You know, it's a small world.
Absolutely. islands. So I had my hair colored recently by this hairdresser, and turns out the new lady that's going on Love Island today, Arabella, her hairdresser was the same as who did mine, and I was like, what a small world. Like, you would never associate someone who's going to be on TV to do something for yourself, or like, it's just amazing. The world is so small, which makes it so much more fun. How is that feeling? Is that okay?
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Okay, good.
I mean, in the beginning it felt, it was ticklish, but I think I'm getting used to it.
Okay, good. I'm just going to put some cream on there for you because I'm a big fan of moisturizing the feet after we get rid of skin or corns. So my question to you being is, what type of creams do you like? Do you like a richer cream, a lighter cream, or something non-greasy? Personally, I prefer to put on something a little bit more heavier for you, but if you don't like the texture, I can always change it.
Really, I'm...
Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to put on my favorite one.
I'm not very particular about it.
So I love a cream called CCS. It's a Swedish brand. I'm a big fan because I really think it does what it says on the tin. It penetrates into the deeper layers of the skin, which kind of help. How's that feeling? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
No.
So where do you get this cream?
Oh, this one's really easy to get hold of. Boots, Superdry, Chemist, Amazon. Really easy, and you can see just like a little bit went a long way. I used a little bit more because I just really want to kind of like super hydrate the feet because they were so dry. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna like spend a little time to do that.
Sure.
But how are they feeling now when I go to compress? I'm gonna press really hard here now.
No,
better? No pain?
Yeah, a lot better than when I came in.
That's amazing. That when I go to do this, you can see where the cream and the pockets of the corns where they're sitting inside. So just how many were sitting at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It feels a lot better.
Good.
Yeah, thank you. You've made my day.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming in. I'm happy to help you. Perfect. Right. Now I've used a lot of cream, so what I will do is I'll take a little bit off because I don't want it to be too greasy because there's only a certain amount that skin can absorb. I think my tube became a little extra generous when I squeezed it onto my hand, which is my fault. Give me a second. Perfect. Amazing. Is that okay?
This is fantastic.
There we go. Voila! You have brand new feet.